kasi para sa final examination. Okay? Yan. Sandali ha. Kunin ko lang yung okay. Together with mukhang hindi ata na-print ang as. Oh my God. Wala. Hindi na-print yung isa. 1, 2, 3. Ito, may na-print pala. Okay, dito lang sa dulo ko na ilagay. Okay. So, balik tayo. Okay, take note of this, guys. Bali, ito yung re-reviewin nyo pagdating sa final examination. Okay, guys, tandaan. Okay? Ang examination natin ay maraming definition of terms. Marami rin na which of the following is a figure of polyhedron. Which of the following is the face of a triangle. Alam naman how many sides are there in a triangle. So, of course, alam niyo na yon kung ano yon. Okay, guys, hindi ako nagbigay ng sobrang hirap dito sa examination nyo. Except, guys, probably may 10 tanong na kailangan lang you have to exercise critically at the same time rationally to solve the problem. Okay? So, unang-una, okay, pag-aralan ng mga definition terms natin na nandoon sa video lectures natin as well as doon sa handout. Ano ba itong mga na to? Halimbawa, undefined terms in geometry. Halimbawa, nag-ano ko doon, which of the following is considered as undefined terms in geometry? Letter A, okay guys, polygon. Letter B, cube. Letter C, okay guys, square. And letter D, line. Anong sagot? Hello? Sino makakasagot yan? Okay. Pakitaas ng kamay. Or tawagin ko kayo. Okay, guys. Tebes.
Line, sir.
Okay, very good. So, line ang sagot doon. Baka mamaya magsagot doon ng pyramid o kaya ano. So, hindi yon ang undefined terms ng geometry. So, tandaan lang, guys, kung ano yung mga undefined terms ng geometry. Okay, guys? Halimbawa, okay, magbigay ako, guys, na, okay, ito, halimbawa, magbigay ako, which of the following is a part of a circle which measures the distance from the center to the circumference. Okay, guys? And it can be rotated 360 degrees. Okay, letter A. Okay, pakinggan ha. Letter A, chord. Letter B, circumference. Letter C, okay guys, secant line. Then letter D, radius.
Radius po.
Okay, very good. So mga ganyan. Okay. Halimbawa, in the following figure, which describe the composite figure. Halimbawa, may nilagay ako, circle, tapos triangle, square, and the other one, circle with a triangle. Ano yung composite figure doon? Pag sinabi natin composite figure, ibig sabihin di lang nag-iisang figure. Okay? Halimbawa, may circle tayo, tapos may kasamang triangle, so that is considered as composite figure. Okay? Nagets ba? Okay. Now, halimbawa, mayroon akong tinanong. Okay, guys, halimbawa, what do you mean by ratio? Pag sinabi natin ratio, that is the division of two parts. Okay, similar parts. Okay, division of two similar parts. Okay, now, halimbawa, ito, magbigay ako guys. Which of the following triangles exceeds 60 degrees each? A, scalene. B, equilateral. C, isosceles. D, right triangle. O, yung mga ganyan guys. So, ayan. Okay, halimbawa, okay, what is the area of a triangle? Letter A. Okay, letter A. Area of a triangle is A square. B, 1/2 base times height. C, 1/3 area of the base, then D 1/2 times the intercepted arc. Ano sagot?
1/2 base times
1/2 base times height. Okay, yung mga ganyan ha. Okay guys. Halimbawa, sinabi ko guys, okay, what is the face of tetrahedron? Anong face ng tetrahedron? Okay, square ba? Triangle ba? Circle ba? Or pentagon ba?
triangle.
Triangle. Of course, yung mga ganyan. Okay. So, halimbawa, magbigay ako guys, okay. An angle which is cut by transversal is called A. Okay? Okay, guys. An angle which is cut by transversal is called vertical angle. Letter A, vertical angle. Letter B, adjacent angle. Letter C, reflex angle. D, acute angle. Okay. An angle cut by transversal is called vertical angle. Okay guys, kasi yung halimbawa dalawang parallel lines cut by transversal, ang magkatapat na angle doon ay tinatawag na vertical angle. Okay? So, halimbawa, mayroon akong validate the definition of, okay, halimbawa, validate the definition of square. Okay guys, ayan. Lalagyan ko letter A. It is a plane figure in which the sides are different from each other. Letter B. It is a plane figure where two sides are equal and the other side are not. Letter C. It is a plane figure where all sides are equal. Letter D. All of the above. Ano sagot? Hello? Hello? Which of the following describe a square? Okay. Number 1. It is a plane figure where all sides are different from each other. Letter B. It is a plane figure where two sides are the same, but the other sides are not. Letter D. It is a plane figure where all sides are equal. Letter D. None, all of the above. Anong tamang sagot?
C po. Plane figure po, all sides po are the same.
Okay, equal siya lahat yung sides. Okay. So mga ganyan. Okay, guys? Next, another one. Okay, guys. Another one. Okay. Which of the following is considered as polyhedron? Okay, ano ba yung mga polyhedron? Okay. Letter A, triangle. Letter B, prism. Letter C, circle. Letter D, line. Ang sagot, prism. Okay, that is a polyhedron. Solid yun eh. Lahat yung iba ay hindi. Okay? Now, another one guys. Halimbawa, magtanong ako, which of the following is the formula of a triangle which all the sides are given? Okay, all the sides are given. So letter A, side angle, side angle, then angle side, then the Heron's formula. Heron's formula where area is equal to the square root of the semi-perimeter times the difference of the semi-perimeter of the side A times the difference of the semi-perimeter of side B times the difference of semi-perimeter to side C. Ano sagot?
Square root of 3/4 squared squared po, sir.
Square root of 3? Hindi. Pag sinabi natin na lahat ng side ng triangle are given, ang sagot natin guys ay Heron's formula. Okay? The square root of S times S minus A times S minus B times S minus C. Yun ang Heron's formula. Okay? So, now another one guys. Okay? How many sides are there in dodecagon? Okay. Ilan? Dodecagon. Okay. Okay, mga ganyan. So, hindi na ako pentahecta, triacontagay, ganyan. So, medyo mag-isip na kayo medyo malalim doon, no? Okay, guys. But also, meron naman tayong mga tanong na ganyan. Okay? So, aside from that guys, halimbawa, ilan ang mukha o ilan ang faces ng tetrahedron? Tinuro ko yan sa inyo.
4 po.
4. Okay guys, ganyan. Then, yung mga formulas na ginamit natin doon, kung ano nakalagay doon. Halimbawa, hanapin natin ang edges, ang vertices, ganyan. So, sa polyhedron, that is a part of the examination. Okay? So, once, guys, na nakita nyo na to, yung mga natin, so madali lang siya. Pero, starting naman dito sa 41 hanggang 50, ito ay may mga problem solving na kailangan natin ng critical solution. So, mula 1 hanggang 39, okay? 1 hanggang 40 guys ay madadali lang ang tinatanong ko doon. So, parang renaming or recalling back your the lectures that you started. Okay, guys? Ito naman ay nando sa video lectures natin. Pwede ring panoorin yung video lectures natin so that maka-receive kayo ng idea on how to get the answer. And the other one guys is yung aside from the video lectures, so meron naman tayo doon mga handouts na binigay ko para at least kung hindi nyo gaanong naintindihan ang explanation ko doon guys, so pwede nyo basahin doon sa handout. Okay? But of course guys, lahat naman siguro naintindihan na doon sa explanation natin kasi pinapaliwanag ko naman ng maayos. Okay? Now, balik tayo mula 41, problem number 41 or questions number 41 hanggang 50. Ito yung talagang problem solving na kung saan you use your critical thinking to solve the problem. Okay? Ano ang mga ito? Okay? Number 1. Okay guys? Ayan ha. Unang-una, katulad dito guys. Ayan. Okay. So, meron tayong triangle. Halimbawa, meron tayong triangle. Ito. Tapos sa triangle na yan, ang distance ng base is equal to 8 units. While ang distance naman ng altitude niya o height is 5 units. So, kahit itong distance natin mula dito, from B to C, hindi ko linagay, dahil this one is a right triangle, kaya natin makuha using the Pythagorean theorem because this is the hypotenuse. When we are going to solve that, guys, that is equal to distance BC, or the hypotenuse, is equal to the square of 8 plus the square of 5. Then, extract the square root. Pag in-extract natin the square root, ang sagot natin ay square root of 89. Bakit naging 89? Kasi 8 square is 64 plus 5 square is 25. So, 64 plus 25, ang sagot natin ay 89. Kaya square root of 89 ang distansya niya. Ngayon, ang tanong, halimbawa, meron pa tayo na nasa loob. Hanapin daw ang area ng shaded part. So, kung ang bawat sukat dito ay kalahati dito sa 8, so that is 4, ito naman ay kalahati sa 5, so 2.5. Ito naman ay kalahati dito sa hypotenuse, so that is square root of 89 divided by 2. So meron tayong side ng triangle na nasa loob na may sukat na x, y, at saka z. Okay? So ngayon, ang tanong, what is the area of the triangle inside? So ang madali lang yan. Okay, anong gagawin? Ito ay hypotenuse to ng triangle na to na maliit. So that is x is equal to the square root of 2.5 square plus 4 square. So nakuha na natin ang value ng x. Then ito naman yung isa. Okay, itong side na to, merong sukat na y. Ito naman ay 2.5. Ito naman ay square root of 89 over 2. So pag sinod natin ang y is equal to the square of the square root of 89 over 2 minus the square of 2.5 and then get the square root of that. So makukuha natin ang value ng y. Okay? And then, paano natin kunin ang z? So, of course, ang z is equal to, ito ha, ito, square root of 89 over 2 ay iyon din ang distance hanggang dito. So therefore, ang gagawin mo dyan, z is equal to the square root of the square root of 89 over 2 minus 8. So, yun ang value ng z. So makukuha na natin yung mga value ng x, y, at saka z. So, anong gagamitin na formula kapag tatlong sides ay given? We have to use the Hero's formula. Okay, paano kunin ang Hero's formula? Meron tayong square root of the side times, square root of the semi-perimeter times semi-perimeter minus A times semi-perimeter minus B times semi-perimeter minus C. Where semi-perimeter is equal to x, y, z divided by 2. Okay? So whatever the value of x, ma-minus mo doon sa semi-perimeter, ganun din ang y, ganun ang z. So makukuha mo na kagad ang area niyan. Okay? Sa loob. Another parallel problems, guys, ay ito rin triangle. Ngayon sa triangle na to, mayroon siyang shaded part. Ito yung shaded region niya. Pero dito sa una, 90 degrees, meron tayong angle na 90 degrees, pero ang sukat niya ay 2 units. Ayan. Kapag circle yan, okay, 2 units, ibig sabihin radius siya. Dito naman, may radius siya na 3 units. Okay? While dito, may radius siya na 7 units. Okay. Now, paano natin kukunin yung area na nasa loob? Okay. Unang-una, kunin natin area ng triangle na to. Anong area ng triangle? That is equal to 1/2 base times height. So, ang base niya is 2 plus 7 equals 9. Then, ang height niya is 2 plus 3 equals 5. So, nakuha na natin ngayon yung area ng triangle na to. Okay? So, ito guys, kinuha lang natin ang value ng ng h. Okay, h now is equal to h square is equal to 2 plus 7 square plus 2 plus 3 square. And get the value of h. Ang sagot natin is square root of 106. Okay? Yan ang value ng h. Now, ngayon guys, kung kukunin natin ngayon yung angle alpha, we can use cosine alpha is equal to 9. Ito, 9 kasi base yan over the hypotenuse. Ang hypotenuse natin ay square root of 106. Therefore, alpha is equal to the arc cosine of the square root, arc cosine of 9 over square root of 106. Kung hindi naman cosine ang gamitin mo, pwede rin gumamit ka rin dito guys ng angle beta. Paano ang angle beta? Para makuha, bali gagamit ka ng tangent. Ibig sabihin ng tangent, ito yung pinaka-opposite side over the adjacent side. So that is tangent beta is equal to 9 over 5. Kaya nakalagay 9 over 5. So get the value of tangent beta. Say, halimbawa lumabas yan arc tangent of 9 over 5, sabihin na natin 45 degrees. O kaya 30 degrees yan. Gawin na natin 60 degrees. Okay. Kung 60 degrees yan, mayroon tayong 90 degrees dito, 150. So, alam na natin ang value ng theta dito, that is equal to 30 degrees. Okay? Para 180 ang suma total ng angle ng isang triangle. Okay, paano natin makukuha yung area ng shaded region? Ang area ng shaded region is equal to area ng triangle minus area ng circle, itong circle na to, minus area ng circle na to, rather, ito ay sector na to. Sector, no? And this one is a quarter of the circle. Tapos ito naman minus area ng sector na to. Okay? So once na nakuha natin yan, i-minus lang natin, then we can get the area of the shaded region. Okay? So, isang option yan na binigay ko. Okay, guys, another one. Ito. Pag-aralan, guys, meron tayong application nito, guys, doon sa natin, sa video lecture, kung paano isolve ito. Okay. Ngayon, halimbawa, meron tayong triangle ng sukat niya ay 3, 4, 5. And then, pag nag-project tayo ng line, yan, pag ganyan, natin, may mabubuo na triangle sa loob ng sukat ay 3, 4, 5. Ngunit sa mga line na to, magkakaroon ng circle. Ang circle ngayon ay tangent dito sa side na to. Ang radius niya ay A. Then dito naman, tangent sa side na to. Together with the side, no? Yan. That is arcs of B. And pinakamalaki nating circle na tangent to side hypotenuse at saka dito sa mga side na yan ay arcs of C. Ngayon, pag sinolve natin, alam natin ang area ng triangle. Kasi given na pwede tayong 1/2 base times height. So, 1/2 base is 4 times the height is 3. So, 1/2 of 12 is equal to 6 square units. Ito, yung area ng triangle na yan. Pero ang tanong hindi yan. Ang tanong ay, ano ang kabuuang area ng mga circle na to? Okay? Anong kabuuan ng area? Area ng circle na to, area ng circle na yan, at area ng circle na yan. Na hindi binibigay ang value ng radius. Okay? So, mayroon tayong example yan. Nandoon, guys, sa video lecture natin. So, aralin yan. Okay? So, next, another one. Okay. Meron tayong mga, guys, this one is irregular plane figure. So kapag irregular plane figure, ibig sabihin, ito yung mga parang katulad ng mga surveyor, nag-survey ka ng lupa, tapos makikita mo yung mga terrain ng lupa. So unang sukat mo dito ay 0. Pangalawa, syempre yan, parang ano ang layo nito hanggang doon. Pangatlo, anong layo niya. So, depende doon sa curve ng sukat ng lupa. Okay, pagdating dito sa dulo, ang sukat nito ay 0. Pero itong mga distansya na to ay pare-pareho mula dito hanggang dyan, mula dyan, pare-pareho yan. Okay, hanggang doon sa pinakadulo niyan. Okay, ngayon ang tanong, what is the area? Okay, ang area nito ay ginagamitan natin ng census rule. Okay, so mayroon rin akong illustrative example doon para maintindihan ito. Okay, so yan, kung paano mag-compute niyan. Another example, guys, ay tungkol sa cube. Ayan. May cube tayo na ganito. Halimbawa, cube ice. Ngayon ang cube ice, after nilagay natin galing sa storage niya, room, nilagay natin sa labas. After 1 hour, nabawasan siya ng 20%. What is the volume of the melted ice? So, ang tinatanong, ano ang volume na nabawas sa original volume? So, ayan. So, alam naman natin ang volume ng cube is equal to A cube, yung side niya, no? Then, kapag nabawasan ng 20%, so 20% ng total volume nito, so 0.80 na lang, times mo ng original volume. So, yun na lang ang natira. Okay. So, ibig sabihin ng 20% doon, yun ang nabawas, yun ang natanggal. Whatever the value of A, halimbawa 2 cube, 2 cube, the volume of the original cube I is 2 cube, and that is equal to 8 cubic units. Ngayon, nabawasan siya ng 20%. So, ibig sabihin, 20% of 8, so yun ang sagot. Okay? Of the original value. Okay? Now, maliban dyan, guys, mayroon tayong mga, itong cube na to, pinagpatong-patong ko yan. Okay, pinagpatong-patong ko yan. Ngayon, hanapin, guys, ang total volume. Halimbawa, naging form na siya ng katulad ng box. O kaya Rubik's, di ba? Rubik's, guys, makikita natin na inikot mo, bawat ikot mo, meron rin cube siya sa loob na maliliit, di ba? Okay, ilang cube kaya ang mayroon doon? Yan. Very good example ang Rubik's, guys. Kapag Rubik's pala, kasi pag inano mo yan, tiningnan mo maraming mga squares yan. Each of square na yon ay isang face lang cube. Ilang kayang cube meron siya? Yan. Okay? So mga ganyan, guys, sa tanong. Then another one, guys, ay yung mga polyhedron. Okay. So ilan ang faces? Ilan ang edges, ilan ang vertices. Ano ang total lateral surface area? So, ito yung mga tanong na dapat alamin ninyo pagdating doon sa polyhedrons. Okay. So, there are 10 questions, guys, na kailangan din. And of course, guys, yung properties ng circle. Ano bang properties ng circle? Mamaya, pasadahan natin yan, ha? Okay? So, it is very important to note that yan ang mga natin kasama sa final examination. Okay? So, dali ako na sama-sama na ito, naghalo-halo. Okay? Ano ba ito? Okay, yan. Nahalo na. Okay. So, balik tayo doon guys sa topic na dapat mag-emphasize kayo, aralin ninyo. Okay? So, ano ba yung mga topic na yan? Okay? So, ito yon. Kung babalik tayo dito, sorry, cancel ko lang ito. Cancel. Okay. So, kung babalik tayo dito, mali. Pumasok ulit siya. Okay. Balikan natin yan. So, makikita nyo dito guys, meron tayong video recording lecture on chapter 2, plane figure. Okay guys, so iano ko lang kayo dito kung alin dyan ang part na dapat aralin maigi. Okay, so ayan. Okay, so this time, ay share ko lang. So ito naman ay tungkol sa triangles. Dapat ito ay pinanood nyo na sa bahay ninyo guys, okay? So, ayan. Anyway, hindi ko na lang siguro ano yung video kasi pagdating sa video, bali ako yung nagsasalita doon at mas maganda kung kayo mismo ang ay bali iano ko ituturo kung alin part ng aaralin nyo. Okay? So this time guys, dali. Okay, good day to everyone. Okay, sandali lang ay all bit. Okay, sandali. Iano ko to. I-stop ko muna yan. So hanap tayo dun sa ano natin, sa handout natin guys na hindi siya video lecture. Okay. So handout number chapter to plane figure, other plane figures. Okay, okay, tingnan natin dito. Plane figure. Handout number 3, plane figure sa triangle. Okay guys, so ayan. I-ano natin, i-insert natin ito. Share. Okay, so palalakin ko lang. Okay guys. So dito guys, makikita nyo, meron tayong classification ng triangles. Of course guys, ano ba ang definition ng triangle? So, tandaan nyo lang guys, hindi kayo dapat magsaulo ng definition of terms. For as long as you know, guys, kasi kapag nagsasaulo tayo, take note ha, nagsasaulo tayo, ang ang concentration natin kung anong mga words na nakalagay doon. Then, ang problema noon kapag nag-memorize ka, hindi mo iniintindi talaga kung anong ibig sabihin niya. Pero once na naintindihan mo, kahit hindi mo sinasaulo yan, kaya mo ma-explain. Pero kapag minimorize mo lang yan, isang word dyan, nalimutan mo, hindi mo na kayang ipagpatuloy ang explanation mo kasi nalimutan mo na. Yan. Yan ang difference ng memorization kaysa doon sa naiintindihan mo talaga anong ibig sabihin noon. Okay? Now, dito sa classification ng triangle, so alam na natin may scalene, isosceles, at saka equilateral. So magkaiba yung mga angles ng bawat isa niyan. Okay. Alamin din ang anong ibig sabihin ng right triangle, oblique triangle, acute, equiangular, obtuse. So ito pag narinig natin ang words na yan, alam na kagad natin dapat ang ibig sabihin noon. Yung congruency ng triangle, yung similar ng triangle, similarities ibig sabihin ang pinag-uusapan natin ay hindi yung side, iano mo doon sa side, rather than ang similarities ito kapag triangle, kinakailangan pareho ang angle nila inside. Kasi pwedeng maliit, pwedeng malaki, pero pareho ang sukat ng angle nila, so they are similar to each other. Okay? Now, of course, yung ratio and proportion, so, ayan, parts of the triangle, ayan, okay guys, orthocenter, centroid, although hindi ko naman na yan, hindi ko na sama sa examination yan. Yan, sinasabi ko na sa inyo. Okay? And then, perpendicular bisector, circumcenter, okay, Euler line, yan. properties of the triangle, of course, yung nandiyan na yung definition niya. Then, of course, ito yung altitude. Pag sinabi nating altitude, ito yung formula. Altitude ng isang triangle, no? Altitude, the median, and the angle bisector. Kapag equilateral triangle, lahat ng value ng altitude, median, at saka angle bisector ay pare-pareho. Okay? Pag scaline triangle, hindi pareho ang sukat niyan. Okay? Dito naman sa isosceles triangle, pwedeng mayroon pareho, pero not all. Okay? So ito yung formula ng area ng triangle, 1/2 base sine side. Yan lagi yan Tapos ito yung tinatawag natin side, angle, side. Okay? Pag sinabi natin side, angle, side. Hindi side, side, angle. Okay guys? Side, side, angle. Andito na yung tingnan mo, pag side, side, angle, andito sa banda dito sa baba yung angle. Kasi side, side, angle. Ito, nakalagay? Side, angle, side. Okay? So yan ang area niya. Okay? Ito yung side, side, side. Ito yung three sides. Ito yung tinatawag natin Hero's formula. Hindi yan Heron's, kundi Hero's formula. Okay? Meron tayong given ang side A, B, at saka C. Okay? So, yan. Where S is the semi-perimeter. Okay? So, another one, guys. Meron tayo kapag ang three angles ay given. Okay? Ngunit ang isa doon sa side ay given. Yung ibig sabihin, opposite niya. Okay? So, makikita nyo, halimbawa, nakalagay dito alpha. Ang opposite niya na side ay A. So, therefore, ang sagot natin, i-square lang natin ang opposite side. Then, gagawin natin, guys, i-multiply natin ang sine ng angle theta at saka angle beta divided by 2 of sine alpha. Kasi alam naman natin ang area ng triangle is 1/2. Itong 2 na to is 1/2 yan, 1/2. Okay? So, parang 1/2 multiplied by A squared sine beta sine theta divided by sine alpha. Okay? So, ito naman kapag ang opposite side ay given. Halimbawa, angle beta, ang katapat niyan ay side B. So, B squared is equal to angle alpha multiplied by sine theta, or rather sine alpha sine theta divided by sine beta. So, kung alin yung dalawang angle na nakatapat doon sa angle na mini-measure natin, angle beta. So, ibig sabihin, ayun ang magiging natin area. So, halimbawa, kung naka-face tayo sa angle C, so, ibig sabihin, ang kaharap niya na side ay C. So, C squared equals, pwede tayong gumamit, guys, ng sine alpha, then sine alpha, sine beta. Kasi ito, ang C ay, side C ay napapagitnaan ng dalawang angle na beta at saka yung alpha. Okay? So, divided by yung katapat ni side C, which is angle theta. So, yan yung mga Then, we have also the perimeter of the triangles, and then we have the right angle, isosceles triangle, and the other, no? Itong mga problem solving natin ay sinolve natin doon sa video lecture natin. So, may mga illustrative example dito na that is very important, guys, when you are going to measure the angle or the area of the triangle. Okay, guys? So, next, proceed tayo sa part na dapat nating alamin. Okay, guys? Maliban dito, sana po. Okay? So, this one, balik tayo. Okay, doon sa classwork. Okay, chapter, handout number 3, chapter 2. So, tingnan natin ang sumunod. Okay, guys? This one, mga video lectures na. Handout number 5, okay, for plane figures. So, ito, other plane figures. Alamin natin ito, guys. Okay? So, ayan. Oh, what happened? Ayan. So, ito. Sa circles ito, guys. So, tandaan nyo, ayan, maaring magbigay ako dito, magbigay ako na, halimbawa, guys, which of the following is the shortest distance from a point to a circle? Ano sagot? Geodesic. Okay? Yan. Okay, other properties of a circle. So, halimbawa, nag-drawing ako doon. Tapos, what will be the value of angle beta? angle beta. Kapag given ang angle alpha, that is equal to 1/2 angle of, rather, given ang theta, pinahanap natin ang angle beta, ang sagot ay 1/2 angle theta. Okay? So, nandun naman nakalagay yan. Halimbawa, pinahahanap natin ngayon ay ang angle beta naman. Dito, inscribed angle in a circle. So, ang sagot niya, beta is equal to 1/2 angle theta. Yan. So, kapag may mga drawing tayo, product of the segments of a chord intersecting each other, so pwede nating i-multiply, no? Yung measurement ng A times B equals the measurement of C times D. Okay? So, mga ganyan. Okay? Yung chords. Ang chords ay kaiba sa diameter. Kasi ang diameter ay dumaan sa gitna ng circle. Samantalang ang chords ay hindi dumaan sa gitna ng circle. Okay? Angle intersection of two chords. Yan. Ang dalawang chords natin ay ito yung BD at saka yung AC. While yung itong EAD at saka EBC, yan ay tinatawag natin na secant lines. Kasi dalawang point of intersection yan na tumama doon sa gilid ng circle. So, pag hinanap natin ang angle theta, ito lang ang formula. CD plus AB divided by 2. Okay? So, meron akong mga ganitong problem na very easy to solve kasi nandiyan na, madali lang naman yung formula niyan. Okay? So, ayan. Okay, itong sector of a circle, anong area niyan. Okay? So, of course, guys, ang theta natin is expressed in terms of radian. Okay? Pag gumamit kayo ng calculator, pindutin nyo sa radian kung ang pinahahanap ay area ng sector ng circle. Okay? So, kailangan na naka-radian yan. Okay, segment of a circle, yung portion guys sa shaded region, yan ang segment of a circle. So, dalawa yan, may maliit at saka may malaki. Ito yung isang malaki. So, ang area ng maliit is 1/2 r squared times the quantity of theta expressed in terms of radian minus sine theta. Ito namang isang theta ay hindi naka-radian yan. Degrees lang yan. Okay? Kapag itong ginamit natin sector na malaki, ang area niya is equal to 1/2 r squared times angle alpha expressed in radian kasi r, then plus sine theta. Ang theta natin dito ay in degrees. Okay? Yan. Yung mga radius ng circle. So, importante yon. Halimbawa, the radius of the circle is equal to A times B times C divided by 4 times the area of the triangle. So, yun ang formula para sa radius ng circle. Okay? So, ito. Yan. Ito guys. Ayan. Naka-enclose. So, this is very important. R sub A. Halimbawa, hinahanap natin ang radius A. That is equal to area of the triangle divided by semi-perimeter minus A. R sub B is equal to A sub T divided by S minus P. And R sub C equals the area of the triangle divided by the semi-perimeter minus C. So, ito ay kasama pagdating dito sa pag-solve nito. Ito. Yan. Okay? Now, circles circumscribe about the quadrilateral. So, anyway, wala akong binigay na ganyang problem. Okay? So, including this one, guys, and spandrel. Wala rin ito. Okay? Composite figure, mayroon. At saka ito. Ayan na. Okay? So, tandaan nyo, ito ay kasama sa exam. So, meron tayong video lecture about that one. Okay, guys? So, balikan natin ang video lecture nito para maintindihan ninyo. Okay? So, tingnan natin yung video lecture ng handout number 5, yung plane figures or other plane figures. So, tingnan natin dito. Okay? Other plane figures. Okay. Polyhedra. Okay. Ito, other plane figures, guys. Okay? So, dito na lang kukuha sa pinakadulo. Okay? Ang video lecture na to ay kasama doon sa ibibigay kong exam sa inyo. Ayan. Okay. So, ito. Pakinggan maigi.
Okay, this time we will have to solve
Number
problem
five.
number 5.
Ayan.
The problem states that
find the total area of the three circles given that the sides of the triangle are 10, 12, and 15 inches respectively. So let us now focus on the board.
Ayan,
Okay.
guys.
So this is the given for problem number 5. Okay, as you can see, there is a triangle inside. Okay, this triangle, we have the circle C, and we have circle B, and we have circle A. If we pass through a line in this circumference of the circle, you will notice that it forms now a triangle inside. But this triangle is very important because, guys, again, the line that passes through are all tangent to the given circle. Like, for example, in circle A, you will notice that this line is tangent to the circumference of the circle, while the side is also tangent to the circumference of the circle, as well as the other lines. You will notice that all these lines that form now the intersection of the triangle with the sides 10, 12, and 15 inches are tangent to every circumference of the given circle. Now we are asked to find the total area of the three circles. So we have circle A, circle B, and circle C. So apparently what we are going to solve this is solving first the semi-perimeter of the triangle formed inside. Knowing the fact that we have the sides 10, 12, and 15. So the semi-perimeter is being solved as 10 plus 12 plus 15 divided by 2. So the total value of the semi-perimeter is equal to 18.5 inches. Okay, now using the Hero's formula to find the area of the triangle, as we have the triangle here being squeezed by the three circles. So you will notice that by applying the Hero's formula, area of the triangle is equal to the semi-perimeter multiplied by semi-perimeter minus A, then multiplied by semi-perimeter minus B, then multiplied by semi-perimeter minus C, and get the square root of that. Then to solve first, S minus A. So the semi-perimeter is 18.5 minus 10, which is the shortest side of the triangle, and that is 8.5 inches. Now we have also S minus B, that is 18.5 minus 12, the result is 6.5 inches, and S minus C, 18.5 minus 15, the result is 3.5 inches. Now, knowing the fact that we have already these values, then substitute or plug into the area of the triangle. So that is equal to the square root of 18.5 multiplied by 8.5 times 6.5 times 3.5. It gives the value of the area of the triangle inside is equal to 59.8117 square inches. So this is the area of the triangle that's being squeezed by the three circles. Now, we are asked to find the total area of the three circles. Total area of the three circles is equal to area of the circle A plus area of the circle B plus area of the circle C. Now, again, the area of the circle is given as pi r squared A plus pi r squared B plus pi r squared C. Now, if we're going to factor, because the common factor is pi, so pi multiplied by r squared A plus r squared B plus r squared C. And therefore, pi, but the value of r squared A is equal to area of the triangle inside divided by the semi-perimeter S minus A.
Yan ang binanggit ko kanina, guys, ha? Yan ang binanggit ko kanina ng formula. Kaya dapat tandaan nyo yan, ha? Yung value ng R sub A. Okay?
And then plus the area of the triangle divided by S minus B equals quantity squared, as well as the area of the triangle divided by S minus C equals quantity squared. So factoring now, the common factor here is area of the triangle squared. So pi times area of the triangle squared multiplied by the quantity of 1 over S minus A squared plus 1 over S minus B squared plus 1 over S minus C squared. Then plugging all those values. So we have pi, then multiplied by the area of the triangle, which is equal to 59.8117 square.
then multiplied by the quantity of 1/8.5 square plus 1/6.5 square, and then plus 1/3.5 square. Now, if we're going to compute this one, the total value is equal to 1,339.0213 square inches. So you'll notice, guys, that even though we don't have the value of the radius here, we can still compute as long as all the three circles are tangent to each other. And again, that three circles is squeezing the inner triangle inside. Okay. Now, another problem here is number 6. Okay. So, as given in a problem,
So number
we
6,
have a
kailangan
plot
natin yan, ha?
of land lies between a straight fence and stream. In other words, there will be a fence alongside with the stream. The distance is x yard from one end of the fence. The width of the plot y yard was measured as follows. So we have x 0, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120, and y equals 0, 22, 41, 53, 38, 17, and 0. So we're going to use the Simpson's rule to approximate the area of the plot. Okay, so at this point, guys, we will have to move on to our board. Okay, so again, the given value with the coordinates of x and y as follows. You will notice here that the coordinate of x has a constant distance equal to 20 yards. Because 20 plus 20, 40 plus 20, 60 plus 20, 80 plus 20, 100 plus 20, 120. And the value of y varies accordingly, because again, the value of y starts up from 0, then it moves to 22, and then it goes up to 41, then it goes up again to 38, but it down to 38, and then
53.
it down to 17, and finally, the endpoint is equal to 0. So the required here is the area of the plot. So again, using the Simpson's rule to find the approximate area, then we have to let D, which is the constant side, a constant measure of the x coordinate that is equal to 20 yards. And then using the Simpson's rule, area is equal to the D divided by 3 multiplied by the summation of y sub 1 plus 4y sub 2 plus 2y sub 3 plus 4y sub 4 plus 2y sub 5 plus 4y sub 6 plus y sub 7. You will notice here that the value of y, the coordinate value of y, varies. We have the beginning y sub 1, then it becomes 2 multiplied by y sub 2, then again 4 multiplied by y sub 2, then we have 2, then again it is repeated continuously. 4, then another one is 2, and then another one is 4, and the last one is equal to 0 or y sub 7. So plugging in the value that is 20/3, then times the quantity of 0 plus 4 times 22 plus 2 times 41 plus 4 times 53 plus 2 times 38 plus 4 times 17 plus 0, the answer now is equal to 3,507 square yards. So this is the approximation on how to get the lot area if supposedly we are just using the fence to find the area approximately. And then it is very important that we have to use the Simpson's rule in order for us to be able to solve the problem. Okay? So if there is any question with regards to this, then you can ask me.
Okay, guys, so aralin
Now,
ito ha.
okay?
Okay, aralin yan. Okay, so you will notice that yung x natin ay constant yung dinadagdag. So mula sa 0, 20, then 20 uli, naging 40, then nadagdag uli ng 20, so 60. So throughout the journey dun sa x, ang distance natin, katulad nito, parehong partition niya, pare-pareho. So maaaring sa problem natin, nag-iba ang nag-iba ang binigay ko na D na guys, yung D instead of 20, pwedeng maging 15, pwedeng 10, so depende sa problem. At ito namang Y, starting natin ay 0, then makikita nyo yung mga Y na gano'n, yung vertical niya, magkaiba ang height niya. Kaya ito katulad nito, 22, tapos tumaas, naging 41, tumaas pa lalo, naging 53, then bumaba na naman siya sa 38, then bumaba sa 17, tapos bumaba sa 0. So apply lang natin tong formula na to. So that's very important guys na ang ano natin, ang area is D over 3 multiplied by y sub 1 plus 4y sub 2 then plus 2y sub 3. Alternate lang siya. 4y sub 2 then 2y sub 3 then 4y sub 4 then plus 2y sub 5 then sumunod 2y sub y sub 6. Tapos yung pinakadulo guys kung wala nang wag mong lagyan na guys, lagyan mo na, babalik ka uli dun sa 4y sub 7. No. Kailangan y sub 7 na lang siya. Okay? So, ayan, isa-substitute mo kasi ang y sub 7, ang equivalent to na ay 0, pinakadulo na. Kaya ang sagot niya ay 3,507 square yards. Okay? So, very important yan kasi kasama yan sa examination natin. Okay? Now, another one guys. Okay? Maliban dito, yung video lecture ng handout number 6. Okay, tingnan natin dito sa handout number 6. Okay? Dito sa handout number 6 ay marami tayong mga video lecture dito sa polyhedron. Okay, but of course, ang natin, ang pag-aaralan lang natin. Ito, okay, take note of this guys. Ito yung ay mga mga medyo na to guys.
Okay, pleasant,
Okay.
good day to everyone. So, let us continue our
Teka,
discussion
sandali, ano ko
regarding
lang ha. Okay. Medyo, some of these guys, mas maganda itong isa. Okay, so tingnan natin guys about the polyhedron. Okay, kasi recording lectures about quadrilateral, lecture of polygons, and then we have also the cooperative and other plane, handout number 6, lecture of handout number 5, then spatial assignment, then midterm examination. So dito sa polyhedron guys, I think meron akong dali tingnan ko kung nasama ba siya. Okay. Handout number 6 ng polyhedra. Okay guys, ito. I-ano ko na lang yung natin dito. Isama ko na itong document na to, itong part kasi ito. Anyway, na-explain ko na pala ito dati sa inyo, pero sige, isama lang natin guys ha. Okay. Yan. Dali. Ayaw okay, so ipasok natin dito. Ayan. So this one, i-share natin yan. Okay, dito sa polyhedra, actually na-discuss ko to last time sa inyo. Okay, it is very important to know about the following phases of polyhedron. So tetrahedron, triangle, hexahedron, square, octahedron, triangle, icosahedron guys, bali pentagon, and dodecahedron is pentagon, and icosahedron is triangle uli. At the number of phases, number of edges, at saka number of vertices. And of course, definition ng polyhedron, that is very important. Okay? Now, dito ay, eto guys, yung formula na to, E is equal to 1/2 NP, and then P equals E times E minus P, or pwede rin F yan ha, pwede rin F, plus 2, yan. Then, we have also the total surface area, then the volume of rectangular polyhedron, and of course, the dihedral angle, so that's very important. At ito ay yung cube. Very good example, nagbigay na ako kanina. So, hindi naman ako naglagay ng cube na nakalagay doon sa loob ng sphere. Walang ganyan, ha? Rectangular parallelepiped and the other application. So, dito guys, sa application natin, meron tayong dinidemonstrate ko dyan ang mga example. But anyway, hindi na ako nagbigay ng mga so much about this one, guys. Okay? So, importante lang, pag-aralan nyo yung volume ng icosahedron, mga dodecahedron, yan. Pero yung mga ganito, guys, truncated prism, so hindi na ako nagbigay niyan. Okay? So, yun. Okay? Take note of that. Kasi, dadami na yung isosolve ninyo. 10 lang yung ay ko doon na geometric figure na dapat isolve nyo na mayroong mayroong
illustration. Yan. Okay? So, ayan. Okay? So, guys, overall, yan na ang magiging exam ninyo. Okay? So, balik tayo dun sa ano natin. Okay? Balik tayo. Yan. Overall, ito na ang magiging examination ninyo, guys. Okay? So, may tanong pa ba? Hello? Hello, Anika?
Wala naman.
Okay, so yes, Mr. Robio, Kyle.
Sir, ask lang po, may maximum number of index cards po ba na pwede naming dalhin for the formulas po? Or
Ay,
wala po?
Naku, kahit umabot ng 1,000 ang index cards mo, okay lang. Okay, sulat yung index, yung formula nyo sa index card. Okay, guys, at customize. Ibig sabihin, pwedeng, halimbawa, gumawa kayo ng index card, guys, galing sa isang hard bond paper. So, pwede kayong gumawa ng ganon. Okay? O kaya pwede naman kayong bumili ng index card. So, doon nyo ilagay. Okay? So, may ano pa ba? May mga katanungan pa ba? Okay. Yes. Wahe. Rain.
Sir, ask lang po, saan po ipapasa yung seat work po?
Set work. Okay. Sorry. Ang set work ay ipapasa sa final examination natin. Hindi ko na nilagay dito, ha? Bali, ipapasa nyo sa akin sa final examination. Okay ba?
Okay po. Thank you po.
Okay. Now, yung mga kaklase nyo na may kulang na examination, okay, nabanggit ko na last time yung nagklase tayo, bali meron ako doong meron akong special exam sa kanila na halimbawa may kulang sila sa quiz number 1, so kukunin nila yon. Okay? O kaya may kulang sila sa quiz number 2, kukunin nila yung exam na yon, o kaya sa midterm examination. So, alinman sa mga klase nyo may kulang na examination, then i-remind natin, guys, i-remind natin. Okay, dito sa nyo sa mga sinabit nyo sa akin, guys. Okay, balikan lang natin. Okay, ano ko to? Okay, the following student, guys. Okay, punta tayo sa classwork. Okay, yung mga may kulang na quiz. Okay, so quiz number 1. Okay. So, tingnan natin, ha. Okay. Quiz number 1. Okay. Si Atasha, meron naman siyang meron nasama siya. Okay, meron. Although, ibig sabihin na late lang ito, may sagot na siya. Okay, then the other student, guys, si Pinolyar, huli rin to nag-submit, pero meron na siya. Then si Reyes, meron na rin. Si Mark Joseph Tebes, meron na rin. Si Rain Wahe, meron na rin. At saka si Reynald Avit David. Okay, so although missing sila dati, pero nahuli itong mga estudyante na ito mag-submit. Okay, now, punta tayo sa sunod, guys. Okay, tingnan natin yung quiz number 2. Okay, yung special, okay, sana ba yun? Okay. Ayan, special assignment which is considered as quiz number 2. Okay, guys. So, ang nag-turn in dito ay 23. Tapos, ibig sabihin hindi pala kay 26. Okay. Kasi ang nag-turn in is 23. Ang isa, ang hindi pa nag-ano ay si Saez. Okay. Tingnan ko kay Saez. Anyway, si Saez pala meron na siyang sagot na sinubmit. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, kompleto, ha? Okay, now punta tayo dito sa midterm examination. Okay? Sa midterm examination nyo ay ito naman ang tingnan natin kung sino ang hindi nag-submit.
Dalawa ang hindi pa missing. Okay, guys? So, sino tong dalawa? Tingnan ko si Gabriel Calio kung meron na siyang sinubmit. Okay. Kasi missing ang nakalagay sa okay. Si Gabriel meron na rin. Then, yung isa ay si Yuki. Sino ba tong Yuki na to, guys? Okay. Si Yuki ay walang sinubmit. Missing. Okay. Sino ba to si Yuki, guys? So, ayan. So, bali 23 ang nag-submit, isa ang hindi. Pero dito sa attendance nyo, you are 26. Okay? Yung galing sa SIS. So, Anika, tanungin kita. Okay? Anika, meron ba sa inyo ditong kaklase nyo na hindi na talaga pumapasok? Si Kail,
Yung binalya po, sir. Hindi po, dati po pinapaano po sa amin, pero hindi po namin siya makontak.
okay, sa Binalya. So, bali, ano na to ha? Kasi hindi naman talaga siya pumapasok. Okay? Maliban kay Binalya, okay, sino pa? Ito kasi, kung bawasan lang natin si Binalya, ibig sabihin, 25 pa kayo. Kaso 23 lang. Okay. At tanungin ko, ito si Kaelio, Sian, Gabriel, pumapasok pa ba ito? Hindi na.
Pumasok po siya at last time sa face-to-face class po.
Oo, pero, base doon sa titingnan ko ha kung sinong hindi talaga nag-submit dito kasi kung titingnan natin ang mga pangalan ay okay. Start tayo si Timbang. Okay, so nag-submit siya. Okay? So, ayan, checkan ko yan isa-isa. Then si Villaruel, okay? Villaruel yan. Then si Anika Santo Domingo, okay? So nag-submit si Anika. And aside from Anika, bali si Atasha Jukino. Okay, si Jukino nag-submit. Then si sa midterm to ha. Okay, si Demo nag-submit. Demo. Okay. Then the other one is si Dens. Mendros. Mendros nag-submit. Then another one is si Pinolyar. Okay, si Pinolyar ay nag-submit. Okay, next I see Domer. Domer. Okay, si Domer ay nag-submit. Then si Ibanez. Ibanez ay nag-submit. So malalaman natin dito kung sino ang hindi nag-submit. Okay? Si Blancas. Okay, nag-submit yan. Then another one is si Tan. Okay, si Tan ay nag-submit ito. Okay, another one is si Malapaho. Okay, Malapaho. The other one is si Cassandra Reyes. Okay, Reyes, Cassandra. Okay, next ay si Rubio. Okay, Rubio. And the other one is si Talamayan. Okay, si Talamayan ay nag-submit. And another one is si Saez. Okay, Saez. Then si De La Cruz. Okay, De La Cruz. And then si Mark Joseph Tebes. Yan. Okay. Then maliban kay Tebes, si Wahi. Okay, si Wahi. Okay. And Wahid, then we have Reynald Abit David. Okay, si David. Okay, yan. And then si Kabanganan. Okay, Kabanganan. And si Insigne. Okay, Insigne. Insigne, yan. And then si Kailio. Kailio. Okay. So, base dito guys sa mga nag-submit guys. Baka ito si Yuki, Hiroyuki, ito hindi nag-submit. Moreno, Hiroyuki. Okay guys? Di ba andyan ngayon